As Bernie Sanders soars in the polls in the first primary states, Iowa and New Hampshire, Hillary Clinton is sharpening her teeth, her claws, attacking Bernie Sanders. Chelsea Clinton joined in the party and criticized Bernie Sanders' healthcare plan, saying that it will give outsized influence to Republican governors to take away healthcare from poor people. Bernie Sanders came forward and said, come on, as much as I respect Chelsea, Sasha, he said, she didn't read my plan. This is a national plan. Regardless of you having a Republican governor or a Democratic governor, this is a health plan that is going to affect the 50 states. It's a national plan. But we see that immediately as we saw Bernie Sanders climb up and be the front runner in the polls, at least for Iowa and New Hampshire, the Clinton campaign went full attack on him, cheap, attacking him on guns, going to the extent of calling him an ally of the National Rifle Association, which I feel is a cheap shot on healthcare issues. And Bernie Sanders very calmly responded in his way, putting social media posts that show how Hillary Clinton flip-flops on the issues and flip-flops on the critiques.
I mean, we've seen Hillary lash out like this before. Back in 2008, everything between her and Barack Obama was really friendly, all of the banter back and forth, until right before Iowa, which is around this time right now, where you start seeing the attacks on policy, because Bernie, for a long time, was not considered a real candidate. He wasn't a real threat. Everybody thought that Hillary was going to be the shoo-in for the DNC nomination, but now that Bernie has stepped up, we're seeing a lot of young people voting for him, people rallying around him in his platform. It's turning into a situation where now she has to come out guns blazing if she wants to be competitive.
Exactly, and she was responding also to the story that we reported about Vice President Biden saying that for Hillary Clinton it's kind of new to get involved in the debate of income inequality. She said, wait a minute, I've been involved for a long, long time. I've just been doing it from many different angles, the angle of health, the angle of income, and the angle of access to social programs. Now, also, she granted that for the last 4 or 5 years, when she was Secretary of State, she kept away from domestic issues in respect of the policymakers, and also because her focus was foreign policy. But at the same time, we do know that Bernie Sanders has been running on that platform. He is attacking. She's saying, well, Bernie, you claim that you're going to offer free tuition for everyone in the states. You offer universal health care. How are you going to pay for that? You promised that you're going to show your tax plan before February 1st, so Iowa voters have more time to review it, but you haven't done so. So she's pressuring. And what I like is, unlike the Republicans, they are attacking the ideas. They are challenging the policy. Unlike the Republicans that are just in this attack of the personal worth of the candidates or their social value or their allegiance to a church or the other, we see that we're discussing the policy.
Definitely. And, you know, with Hillary and Bernie, you sort of have opposing ends, right?
Yes.
Because Bernie is very much so talking about recreating, not reinventing the wheel. So he voted for Obamacare when it comes to health care.
He wrote
part of
it,
Obamacare,
yeah.
right. And I think Bernie understands, and you think that Hillary would understand this as well, that government is iterative. Exactly. So he's trying to write policies that build on the existing policies that we have. Right now, we have a Republican Congress that's trying to repeal Obamacare and defund Planned Parenthood. And Bernie is talking about coming in and throwing policies and wording them in a way where it works in this sort of bipartisan split, where it's conservative enough to rally votes and support from the Republicans, but still liberal enough to actually make change in our current systems with our existing laws. And I think what Hillary is doing is a bit divisive of the base by trying to divide them on these issues where the Democratic Party has already created a strong stance. And with the State of the Union speech last night, Barack Obama coming out and saying we need to be thinking differently about the way that we pursue politics. Correct. But yet here we have Hillary up to the same things that she was up to this time in 2008, you know?
And it's funny that you mentioned that, because today the Bernie Sanders campaign actually put forward a clipping of a CNN broadcast back in 2009 where Hillary Clinton was criticizing Barack Obama at the time for attacking her healthcare plan, saying, and it's quoted, she's saying it on the video, that he should be ashamed of attacking another Democratic candidate healthcare plan. The same thing she's doing right now. Also, the Bernie campaign was very quick to put out a picture of him and Hillary Clinton from 1993, actually with a greeting from Hillary Clinton saying to Bernie Sanders, a person that has been fighting for healthcare in this country for a long, long time. So the Bernie Sanders campaign really fast to act in the digital age with the right rebuttal to these attacks coming from Hillary Clinton and Chelsea Clinton.